Hi everyone and welcome back to my sewing workshop. Today I'm doing what I love most, taking a single vintage fashion reference and letting it become something new, without copying. My starting point was a RoccoBarocco Spring Summer 2007 fashion show. I've long wanted to reimagine this vibrant color palette in lingerie, and the moment finally arrived. I collected every fabric and supply from this palette that I already had in my workshop and decided to work only with those. I also only have a few leftover scraps of this blue lace, so I had to keep that in mind while planning the design. As you can see, each detail has two layers to it, and this has both practical and visual meaning. When you place one layer of translucent fabric over another, the color becomes more saturated than with a single layer. And I want as much color as possible. I am stitching this tunnel for boning onto the right side, and by doing so, I am using it as both a design element and a structural element. This is a color combination I would never come up with on my own. So I want to say a big thank you to Rocco Barocco for this beautiful, bold visual archive, one that keeps inspiring even 20 years later. My second piece is a bodysuit, where I'm combining this one-tone microfiber with printed stretch lace. It's the same pattern I used in my previous sewing video, inspired by the 1980s. You can watch it in the lingerie playlist. I always start by assembling the cups. To make them perfectly round and smooth, I take my time at the ironing board. This step is crucial. I'm using a tiny quilting iron. It's very lightweight and won't stretch your fabric out of shape. I'm also using this soft press and form, which is irreplaceable for shaping cups and curved seams. I get asked all the time where I bought that pressing tool, so I will leave two links below. They are not affiliated, I don't get anything for recommending them. Next, I connect all the pieces on the overlocker, carefully pressing each seam until everything lies flat and neat. The final step is attaching elastics and straps, and now my bodysuit is ready. And that's how these two pieces came together, starting from a runway show color palette and ending as something absolutely personal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.